and I've been waiting for me since morning, but I said muhimu nije niwasalimie, niwatie moyo, at least tujuane bwana. Ndio siku moja tukionana huko nje, hata nikikuitisha ya kabeji usiseme wewe. Sawa sawa. So mimi napongeza sana Shofco na Kennedy kwa hii kazi ambayo wamefanya kusaidia vijana wetu hapa Nairobi na mwingine. Mimi nimejua Nyeri, mwingine pili, everywhere. I think it is almost in all the counties in Kenya. And an organization like this, which has gone ahead to push limits, to bring young people, to give them something decent for themselves, which they did not have before. It is an organization, as government, as ministry, as a state department, we ought to support. No maana nimekuja hapa kusupport Kennedy Odede na hii kazi ambayo wanafanya, ambayo imewasaidia nyinyi kupata skills leo, ambao mtatoka hapa as change people, mkaanze kujipanga huko nje. Hapo chini tulikuwa na maneno kidogo mbili tatu na employee organizations ambao Kennedy alikuwa ameleta kuzungumza na wao, na naamini wengi wao wapo hapa, na naamini pia watachukua watu wawili watatu hapa, at least pia nyinyi nanyi mwanze kuhesabu matunda ya effort ambayo mmeweka. So mimi nataka niwatie moyo ndugu zangu. Najua dunia yetu ya Kenya imekuwa tofauti kidogo. Mara nyingi unasoma hii ujuzi umepata, umefanya cosmetology, umefanya mambo ya plumbing, mambo ya masonry, alafu unapata jamaa huko kijijini wanakuvunja moyo. Guys are busy discouraging you. They are telling you, wewe umefanya cosmetology na watu wafanye harusi, nani utampamba? Unaona bana? Cosmetologists. So, usivunjike moyo bana. Ukasema ati kozi nimesoma hata kwa kijijini chifu antambui, because kuna majamaa hapo wanakuja wamefanya engineering, wamefanya law, wamefanya kitu kingine, then wewe unaambiwa wewe bana, wewe umeenda hii college hapa Village Polytechnic, umepata plumbing, kama umefanya masonry, ama umefanya wiring, jamaa wanakudharau. Mimi nataka niwaambie ndugu zangu, msijidharau. Hiyo ujuzi uko nayo, hiyo ujuzi hesabu kama ile kitu ambayo itakutoa wewe na familia yako katika lindi la maskini bwana. So usikae hapo ukavunjika moyo ukasema ati jamaa wananiambia sijui hivi, jamaa wananiambia hivi. Technical education as present today is the future of the world. Everywhere around the world, the future is technical education. And let me surprise you a little bit. You know, for far too long, our country, Kenya, has been churning millions of graduates into the job market every year. Young people in their millions graduate from different universities to come and look for job opportunities out here. Lakini wakifika hapa, ile kazi inakuwa ni kazi ya kutafuta kazi. Kupata wao kazi ya kusema wamepata kazi inakuwa ngumu. But one of the reforms which has been done, and I'm happy that the TVET sector has a perfect graph. We have fewer people in the university and many young people in the technical training space. Why? Because it is the technical training space which creates the demand that can absorb the young people, even those in the universities. That's why I don't want you, my dear brother and sister, to look down on yourself and say you're not able. No. You are the person that the future of the country depends on. One, with your skill, and secondly, to create a demand for even your brother or cousin who is in another place. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka niwatie moyo, msivunjike moyo, keep the focus alive, mungangane kabisa. As a ministry pia tunajaribu kidogo kuongeza hizi skills. Mmesikia hii project inaitwa Nyota. Na mimi nikiangalia hivi, si wengi. Lakini mimi nimeona, unajua hii nyota iko kule kwetu. Sasa yule mtu alipata nyota pia nikimuona mimi naweza nikajua tu. Kwa sababu sasa nyota inajua nyota, si ndio bwana? Wengi wenu pia, apart from the grant ambayo naamini mnaifanyia biashara, the project now is on the second component, which is 90,000 young people seeking to be trained. People who did not have skills before. They want to be trained at least for a period of 6 months through master craftsmen and women huko kijijini. Wafunzwe ujuzi, then NITA itawafanyia assessment, wapate cheti waanze. Tulianza hapa Central Rift na some parts of Nyanza, that is Homa Bay, Nyamira and Kisii. Then Sai to Western, but we are moving to all the remaining growths in the country, so that in total we'll have 90,000 young people who did not have skills before with the skills this time round. Ili ukisikia job imetangazwa hapo nje, kama wewe au pia anaweza akaenda hapo akapeleka karatasi. Tukimaliza hiyo, kuna nyingine inaitwa RPL, Recognition of Prior Learning. Kuna mavijana ndugu zetu hapa nje wamefanya ujuzi lakini hawakusomea mahali. Kama ni gari anaweza kaitengeneza, kama ni rangi ya gari ya nyumba anaweza katengeneza, lakini hana karatasi ya kuonyesha anaweza akatengeneza. Kama kule kwetu Coast, unapata jamaa amejua lugha ya nje mpaka anatengeneza wimbo na lugha ya Italy, lakini ukimuuliza where's your certificate of the Italian language, hana. But some of those people have a space in the employment area hapa Kenya ama hapa nje, either through the Seafarer program, through the labor mobility program, or the kazi kwa ground program. Lakini hii mnajua Kenya lazima uonyeshe paper ndio tuamini kwamba umesoma, hata kama ujuzi uko nao. You cannot take a picture of the car you repaired yesterday as evidence that you have the skill. It is not enough in our country. That is why we want to use the shortest route possible to empower these young people who have skills acquired informally by giving them an opportunity actually to be assessed and given certificates, ili pia wao kesho wakisikia kampuni imetangaza nafasi ya ajira wakimbie just like the rest, pia wapeleke karatasi. So mimi I'm just here but to encourage you, jamani, msivunjike moyo. This world has a space for you. That is what I want you to believe and take it from me. Mimi sikuamini kama siku moja nitakuja kuwa PS katika hii taifa ya Kenya. Mimi I have a very strong and yet strange background. Mimi tulikuwa pale chini, nimesikia watu wanasema Kennedy alikuwa anasema alizaliwa Kibra. Siku hizi ilikuwa inaitwa Kibera wakati huo. Siku hizi inaitwa Kibra. It has also undergone some metamorphosis. Sasa wengine wakasema alizaliwa sijui ni Kanyamkago, sijui ni wapi. Mimi nimetoka mahali inaitwa Bamba. B-A-M-B-A. Hii kama mlisikia safari ya Bamba ni Machero. Sasa hapo Bamba hapo. Ndo mimi sasa ndo Bamba boy sasa. Na hiyo safari ya Bamba ni Machero, it is a song celebrated by some of you guys, but the details, you know, the message is in the details. Safari ya Bamba ni Machero means if you want to go to Bamba today, hata ufanye namna gani, wewe utafika kesho because of the challenges that you will face. That is why safari ya Bamba ni Machero. Machero is tomorrow. But now we are trying to change history and make it safari ya Bamba iwe ni Rero. Iwe ni Rero. Sasa kutoka huko with all those kind of challenges, going to bed without food, a lot of challenges. Mimi nilipoingia secondary nilikuwa naongea na majamaa, nasikia watu wanasema, manataja mambo ya kulala njaa. Ukiwatajia kulala njaa wanasema, nyinyi mlilala njaa? Mlilala njaa kwa sababu gasi ilikuwa imeisha ama ilikuwa nini? Kwambia tulala njaa kwa sababu kulikuwa hakuna kitu ya kupika, hata gasi hatutumii gasi sisi huko kwetu. Kwa kwetu tunatumia kitu inatoka msituni, inaitwa kuni. Na kitu kingine, after a long struggle pia, for those who know, nikapata kibarua huko Kilifi County. Na nilishukuru Mungu sana. Nimepata kibarua, sasa mimi nikaanza kusumbua mahali. Ile 2022, nikasema natafuta kiti. Kasema natafuta kiti ya senator. Wewe huyo time nilikuwa kama 20 tuambie mbona wewe wamekunyima, sisi tuachane na hao majamaa. Nikamwambia hapana, njoni kesho. Before they came, I posted in all my social media platforms and it is still there today. Nikasema, I first congratulate my brother Rafael Chimera from UDA and my sister Hezena Levalitian from ODM for being the youth representatives in the Senate. And I will continue to clap for my friends until my time comes. That's what I said that time. Jamaa wakaona wewe kama umerogwa bwana. Nafasi imepotea hii, wewe unaanza kusema watu na congratulate. Jamaa akasema ama ulipewa kitu ukapotea bwana. Wewe jamaa ukipangana na jamaa usitokee jamaa unasema umepewa kitu. I don't know hiyo kitu itaisha namna gani. So I left that place. I became the director of the governance delivery unit in the county government of Kilifi. Then somewhere baba called me. Kanambia kuna kazi zitatangazwa uapply. Na nika-apply. Nikakuja hapo Public Service Commission. Kafanya interview ya PS. Kidogo nikakuwa nominated na president. Kaenda bunge vetting on the 17th of April 2025. I was in State House to take the oath of office as the youngest PS in the history of our country, in charge of youth affairs and engagement. So, ukikuwa hapa na hii certificate, usiseme hakuna future hapo mbele. Future iko na hiyo ndio unatengeneza future. Na inaanza hapa kwa akili yako. Don't accept anybody to tell you you are small or you cannot go anywhere. Tell yourself you can go somewhere. Pia wewe you can be more famous than your village. Sawa sawa. The Obama we know today is more famous than where he was born. Because the dream, he lived the dream. Please live the dream. Usivunjike moyo, usiseme mimi siwezi endelea, wewe unaweza endelea. Na kama ulikuwa unataka mfano ni mimi. Na mimi nawakaribisha hapa hivi. Talanta Plaza, 7th floor. I mean 6th floor. That's where our State Department sits. Mara nyingine mpitie hapo, tuje tupange maneno, muangalie opportunities ziko. Tuko na hii nyota, wengine wenu wamepata, na itakuja phase 2. Tuko na youth fund iko hapo, ina sponsor vijana ambao wanaenda kufanya kazi nje, wenye skills kama nyinyi. Tuko na the West Fund. So, these institutionalized government funds zinaweza zikawasaidia. You can begin small, but rise up.
One, two, three, mic check. Thank you for that speech by PS Fikirini. Now, as we progress on with our next speakers, please be kind to us and just utilize a few minutes because I'm already seeing the young people getting a bit tired and you don't want to get them tired because today is their day. So when invited to speak, just be a bit considerate of time, and when you see me just next to you, just know your time is over. As we progress on, let me acknowledge the presence of one of the dignitaries who's traveled far beyond to come and be with you and celebrate this day. He goes by the name Elijah Murek. Is this Elijah or Elias? Oh my God, Mesh, your handwriting is bad. All right, I'll let Mesh come. It's Elias Murega, and he's the CC in charge of youth, sports, gender, and social development from Meru County. Mesh, just stand and wave to the people. He's come to celebrate with you, and maybe as we progress on, you'll get a bit of time to say one or two. Our next speaker, I want to invite Elizabeth Okumu. Elizabeth Okumu is the chairperson of Sun Nairobi, and basically this is Shofco Urban Network, which is an advocacy network that primarily focuses on pushing reforms in governance. And when we have good governance, of course, it has a ripple effect in other sectors such as education and healthcare. Welcome, Elizabeth.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Graduates, how are you? Fine. To my CEO, Dr. Kennedy Odete, government officials, industry players, our partners, and the civic society. My name is Elizabeth Okumu, Chairperson, Nairobi County, and Shofco Urban Network. Today is not just a day like any other. This is a very great day for us as Shofco fraternity. I remember I was here some 2 years ago when some of our youths who were sponsored by Shofco under RPL were graduating. And I'm so happy to be here once again. So in SUN, for those who doesn't understand what SUN is, we are the community which works closely and together with Shofco. The youths we are talking about today are part of us. The youths we are celebrating today are part of us. I want to congratulate Dr. Kennedy Odede so much for what you are doing for the youths. And at the same time, I want to congratulate the government officials who are here. Without you initiating the TVCs, our youth would have not gotten somewhere to go and get trained. Within that training, we have those who went through apprenticeship, and they are here today. So my plea to you today is kindly, the workforce within the government, kindly welcome our youths with warm hands. These youths have struggled to be wherever they are, and I believe they've gone through the necessary training and even acquired the NITA certificate, which allows them to be who they are today. So I want to congratulate the youths who are here today. Humbly with your heart. I also want to thank our facilitators who work together with us on the ground. Without you, we would have not known what is going on in the ground. But because we understand these people in their backgrounds, we team up and work. Our youths, remember, skills is the way to go. Skills is the only thing you can carry with you wherever you go. If you have the skills, you will not run after somebody to employ you, but instead, you will sit down and think of ways how to employ yourself and even bring others to work within the circle where you belong. Government officials who are here, we cannot bridge the gap without you. We cannot bridge the gap without collaborating with the employers who are outside there. So kindly be kind to our youths, give them jobs. I also want to say that I'm so happy to have my president of awards team here. I'm an alumni of Presidential Award Scheme. So that they also understand the other side, how it tastes to do work within such kind of diversity. Otherwise, thank you.
Let's appreciate Elizabeth. Thank you so much. We can take all the time to have all the speeches, but I think it's important to also hear from the young people. Sindio? Tunaweza waongelelea na kumbe tunaongelelea watu wako. Si ni kweli? At this moment, I'd like to invite one of the job placement participants, Juliet Nyambura, please. Juliet Nyambura. While Juliet is coming on stage, let me also have Sharon Anyango and Sharon Rock.
Hi. Mtanisamea niko na change of climate benefit kidogo. Okay. Juliet, wamenireplace on her behalf. Ako na tunisongea. But I'm Esther Wincha, beneficiary wa Shofco. I'm from Kibra. I was raised in Kibra. Now, my life equal that good background again nimetoka. I was raised by a single mom. I struggled to raise. We had 4 girls and 1 boy. Nearly dropped out of college after full 4. Then life equal that good. Vile I struggled, situation at home, ikabidi nimetafuta job to support my mom at home. Then kupata job haikuwa that easy. Saa zingine ukienda kutafuta job, wanasema wanaangalia maybe like wana underestimate mtu like you are too young, this job huzifanya. But good luck, nikapata job ya restaurant. Nilikuwa na clean. Then I was supporting my mom. So a friend of mine akanirefer kwa Shofco and entrepreneur wakaniconnect and APA wakanilipia my school fees na nikamaliza kusema College of Insurance, nikamaliza na I'm working at APS Easy. I'm professional in APA. Shofco ikunilipia fees peke yake, but ilikuwa like a bridge to my success. Says I can support my family, niko financially stable, and I'm here to advise everyone. Everything is...
Please pigia Juliet makofi. Asante sana Juliet. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to hear that your life is changed, and it's also a motivation to the young people. At this moment, I would like to call on stage Madam Catherine Mosalia, the CEO of SOMO. Please appreciate her as she comes on stage.
Morning, everyone. Staki kuwabo, so I'll try and keep it very brief. SOMO is an entrepreneur support organization. Nitaongea kwa Kiswahili ama nitamix zote mbili. So what we do is we work in marginalized communities where we know there is barriers to people being successful. I came from one such community. So nikisikia watu wakiongea about the success they're having, the training they've received, what Shofco is doing is unbelievable. Kwanza nikiangalia kila mtu wako hapa, you guys are so many. All of you trained in skills that can help you earn money. Kuna job ya kudharauliwa? Kunayo. Wizi. Lakini nyinyi mmepata skills, mmepata training yenye itawapatia a job you can be proud of. Kuna job ya kudharauliwa? Kunayo. Ya shortcut. Hiyo yenye unafikiria utafanya hivi na before you know it umekuwa millionaire. It doesn't work. It's not long term. Is it going to be easy? I remember when I grew up, I was in the same circumstances as everybody around me. But nilikuwa najua hapa lazima nitoke. It doesn't matter how. Kama ni scholarship itatafutwa, kama ni kuoshea watu manyumba nitafanya, I will do it to get to where I want to get. I am not special. I don't deserve more than others. I don't think so. All of us must work hard and do our best. And as you do your best, what you get, you're thankful for it. So all of you have an opportunity to do something with your hands that can give you money you will be proud of. Shortcuts ni nyingi, lakini this way is the very best. And I think Shofco is doing wonderful. Sisi ni neighbors Kibera, but it's been a while. I've not quite interacted. I've seen some people I know here. Hi guys. I've not interacted as much as I wanted. So I'm looking forward to interacting more with you. We have an office just somewhere there. We plan to collaborate more with Shofco to create jobs. What we do is we give training also, We also give access to finance in the form of low interest debts. Let's say umeamua umeanzisha biashara. Sisi sote tukijaribu kwenda kutafuta job unaweza kosa. Lakini ukiamua unaanzisha salon yako, mshikane, sijui watu wa Mathare mshikane muamue. Kuna moja niliona salon iko na like 100 seats. A big salon, ninyi nyote mko hapo. Mkianzisha kitu kama hiyo kweli itafeli? Sidhani. So find ways mfanye job pamoja. Find ways to collaborate. Alafu the key thing, and I've had Kennedy say it severally, usijidharau and never give up. I don't want to talk more than that. I'll keep it short and sweet. And I'll also welcome you to SOMO to speak to us. If you've started a business, you'd like some financing, you'd like support with digital tools, please speak to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that. Now we're moving on to the next speaker. But even as we welcome the next speaker, I'm just hearing people come here to give you guys advice on how you can do this to be better. But I'm not hearing anybody give you unconventional advice. I remember my first job, I was being paid a salary of 40,000 shillings. So my first job being that 40K, ikikucha nilikuwa ndapiga nao sherehe kai yote. Inaisha within a week, then I called my mom, fair, nini. So that's how I used to do it for about 2-3 months. But then I realized, why is it that when I'm being paid, my salary ends in about 1.5 weeks? Then I sat with my auntie, and my auntie told me something very important. She was like, have you ever sent money back to your mom? Because I'm born and raised by a single mom, so my dad passed on a while ago. So she asked me, do you send money to your mom? Then I sit back, I'm like, yo salary naingiaga na sifikiri mom, mimi mfikiria kama imeisha. So what I came to learn later on, just giving that 5,000 or 6,000 to mom, she doesn't mind. Hata ukimtumia 1,000, she doesn't mind. But giving that money back to your mom or your dad, in my Luo culture, it's called spitting on it. So you give your mom or your dad that money, and I'm telling you, it will come back tenfold. So you kitoko kidogo unapata usikule yote. Kumbuka paro pale, it's just a token of appreciation. That said, let me welcome our next guest. She's called Gladys Mutisia. She's the County Director for Johnson International. Let's give her a round of applause.
Good afternoon. Distinguished guests, our graduates, our partners. My name is Gladys Mutisia, and I'm from a company called Johnson International. We might not give you loans or train you, but we believe in creating a bridge from learning to earning. There's something interesting that we were told today in the morning. How do we create that bridge from learning to earning? And Johnson does that through supporting your education. Madam Senator was telling us, last year we had 980 students while they graduate from 4. Only 45% wataenda university. Ama wapi kwingine? Come in. We offer student financing through a model called income share agreement. Inamaanisha kwamba tutashare mapato ambayo utapata only wakati utamaliza shule na uweze kupata kazi. So in Johnson we believe in 3 principles. That is access, fairness, and sustainability. No student should lack tertiary education because of financing. In terms of fairness, we ensure that your repayments are income-based. So your repayment is not an installment like your typical loan, but it's based on how much you're earning. If I'm earning more, it means I'll be able to pay more and I'll be able to finish early. If I'm earning less, it means I'll only pay based within my income. And in terms of sustainability for us is you as a graduate, you're able to pay back so that you're able to support the next generation of students. So my last comment to the graduates, I know tumeambiwa hapa tupatiane advice at conventional ones. So for me is to tell you, graduation is not a finish line. Tusione tumefika, hatujafika bado. It is a launch pad. Keep learning, keep networking, keep positioning yourself for opportunities. Kenya's economy is evolving, industries are changing, technology is transforming how we work. Those who commit to continuous growth will lead. And today, I challenge you, the graduates, to take the lead. Thank you.
Please let's appreciate her one more time. And who will join me on stage. They'll each take a minute or two to just share. Karibuni. Karibuni nyote. Please appreciate them.
Habari zenu, kwa majina ni Sharon Jackson. Okay, under Shofco nimesomea tailoring. Nilijoin tailoring 2024 after kumaliza form 4, but siko na place pa kwenda. Hapo Shofco nilikuwa Kibira, nika join tailoring for 3 months, nikasoma, nikamaliza, nikapata promotion, nikaenda EPZ sign up. Nikasoma 1 month kutumia electrical machine, overlock na straight lock. After that nikaenda kutafuta kazi. Kutafuta kazi si rahisi, ni ngumu. Juu ukienda kwa kampuni kubwa kubwa lazima uwe na experience. Na hiyo experience yuko nayo. But nijaribu hadi sasa nimepata kazi Bajola Sport Company yenye sasa na shona huko. Nashukuru sana.
Hi guys, my name is Sharon Mahu, and experience yangu about Shofco, nilikuwa lucky immediately after high school, nikapatana na Shofco time yenye ndo nimerecord production, and Shofco imeweza kusaidia especially hata.
Well, the best of luck to all the graduates and those who've already gotten an employment opportunity. Not an easy feat right in this country of ours. So I want to welcome our next speaker, and he's actually here on behalf of the PS for the State Department for TVET, who was supposed to join us, Dr. Esther Moria, but she couldn't make it. She sent her apologies, and we have a representative, and this is the Assistant Director, Kefa Nyamoya. Is it Kefa? Oh, okay. That was the name I was given, but you can just make your way. It's Joseph Njau, the Secretary for TVET.
Thank you so much, my brother, for that. Senior government officials present, our guests of honor this day, the graduates, you are the guests of honor, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning again. Bona hamuja furahi na muna graduate. Muko na furaha because I was saying that you are living in very exciting times because the government is doing all that it takes to ensure that you are crafted in a very good way, whereby you can be able to be employed anywhere in this world. Many years back when I was a student, The government was just ensuring that they give you a certificate and that was all. Then from there it is up to you to tarmac, to do all that. But right now, the government is not only dealing on the supply side of the skills, we are also dealing with the demand side of the skills, whereby we are bending backwards to ensure all those who graduate, they get employment, not only in Kenya, but also abroad. And those of you who have graduated, I am inviting you even to our offices. They're just here at Joko.
Try this out.
Thank you so much. In case you do not get employment in just years, we are going to assist you to ensure that you are going to be well placed. Because once you have a skill, you are not just like somebody with knowledge only, because the skills are what is selling nowadays. Because somebody told me that as far as the knowledge is concerned, it is in the AI, artificial intelligence. But the AI have not yet gotten skills. So once you have got a skill, getting a job is very easy. So I'm here on behalf of my boss, Dr. Esther Dara-Mworia, who is the Principal Secretary, State Department for TVET. She really wanted to be with you today, but she could not make it because she got another urgent state assignment, and now she had to send me to come and deliver her message to you. And without further ado, I want to deliver her message. The Technical Vocational Education and Training, TVET, is the engine of our Republic of Kenya, and at a defining moment. Our greatest wealth as a nation is found in the hands and the ambitions of the young people sitting in our to run at full control. The government is encouraging development partners and the private sector to move from the sidelines and join hands with government in the work of skilling our youth. The private sector is encouraged to actively participate in curriculum development, implementation, and in assessment, so that the skills provided are the exact skills needed by the industry. We must look to global leaders like China, graduates. It houses the training itself. We want you to open your doors, host our students, and align our training to the heartbeat of the modern industry. We are deeply grateful to partners like SHOFCO and others who are working in our communities to find talent. Let's build an ecosystem that graduates our young people as ready technicians, innovators, builders, and above all, as doers. Our youth are ready to work for their country. Let's collaborate to give them that chance. At this juncture, allow me to congratulate all the graduates and all those people who have made it possible for them to reach this point of their life. And I wish you all the best. I wish you God's blessings as you go out there to assist us to build our country. Thank you all, and God bless you. Thank you.
So we are transitioning to awarding of the certificates. I hope the persons who are graduating symbolically today, because I know we have 2,000 young people in the room. Please.
All the certificates. But for those who will not be able to get theirs, you'll still get yours. But one thing, all of you, colleagues and friends, cheer on your friends. When somebody's name is called out, we need to hear this whole house screaming, Dean and Mary. I'll be running through these names quickly, so don't play the music. Mbogwa, Bailul Gebreman, Boba Jipo, Esther Mutindi Kenny, Fina Akoth, George Mendy.
Ashlyn Beatrice, please. Be a bit faster.
Let's clap for them, guys. It's a graduation. Let's clap for them. Bailul. Okay. Gabriel, all right. Let's keep this.
Baba.
Oh, Bailul is here. Yes. Give this news to Bailul. Bailul is up.
Kristen, kindly, if you know your name is here, can we have you on the stage, please? Kristen,
Okay, next.
Ashley, Dalton, David, Dalton. Elizabeth. And then Esther. Elizabeth is... It's okay, we'll change them. Esther? Okay.
Guys, where the claps? Clap for others before people clap for you. Always
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Asante sana.
We'll invite one of our speakers to also help us with this next phase. Let me invite Mwesh Elias Murega CC from Meru County. He's also the boss for youths.
Griffin. Helen. Griffin, Ellen. Griffin. Helen Jalama. Helen Nasia. Helen Nasia, please, graduates, if you know your name is on this list, can we have you a bit uko mbele kidogo? Hilton. Hilton, Irene Mokeira, Irene Mokeira, Zamila Nafula, please follow. Josephine, please follow. Josephine Apio. Zamila Nafuna. Josephine Opia. Josephine Sisika. Justin Shitai. Lesa Award. Mwatuma Wanjiku. Please appreciate them. Thank you so much, Bwana CEC.
All right, so as we're progressing on with this, let me just quickly do something before I recognize the presence of Mwesh in the building. The names that have just been called, you're making this process a tad bit difficult. So if you're around, organize yourself. I want to quickly run through these names so that you remain and stay ready. Jamila Mary Wamaitha, Masi Atieno, Masi Mukami Wanjao, Millicent Akoth Ochieng. Be ready as you're coming, and who will handle this gifting session is Gladys Mutisia, the country director for Shansen International. She makes her way. I want to acknowledge the presence of Honorable Millie Mabona Odhiambo. She's a member of So let's just have these people line up. I think it will be easier once we have.
Please, if you call your name, come here and line up. We just know who we have.
Oh, sorry for that. That's Mary Wamaitha, Masi Atieno, Masi Mukami Wanjao, Millicent Akoth Ochieng. Let them just line up, then we'll sort it out. Mildred Koki Nende, Mohanad Essa, Mutahi Kezia Nyambura, Mwende Salim Mutua, and Pauline Akinyi. So you get your certificate, come on stage for your photo with whoever is gifting you. Of you who've not, let me do this, just do this. For the rest of you who've not received their certificates, they're there, you will receive them. Unfortunately, we couldn't necessarily get all of you on stage. I would have loved that for everyone, because graduations are special days. Our apologies for that, you'll still get your certificates. Let me welcome Mark Lachena, who's the Chief Strategy and Programs Officer at SHOFCO. She, or rather he, will be the one who will usher in Mwesh to give a speech after that.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, graduates. So, my job is just to thank you all and thank our team. But first, I want to invite two important guests. The first from the President's Awards Alumni Association of Kenya. Do we have a CEO or? Okay, well, why don't you come and represent just very briefly, because this is an important collaboration for us.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And today is your special day, so please wave. Congratulations to all of you. What I see here is a sea of very important people in our country's history. Don't forget, this country's history lies in whose hand? Your hand. Great. Just to give a quick brief about the President's Award Kenya. The President's Award Kenya is a franchise of the Duke of Edinburgh International Award, which is from the UK. And our patron is His Excellency the President of our Republic. So whoever is the sitting president at the time, becomes the patron. So we are a youth organization. I'm the chairperson of the alumni, and our youth bracket is 14 to 24. And we're working on something very interesting with SHOFCO to come to the grassroots and give us all an opportunity to go through the program. The program runs on 3 levels: bronze, silver, gold. And here's the interesting bit, and I want everyone who's within this age bracket to listen to it. When you get to the gold level, we invited by His Excellency to State House to receive your certificate, which will be signed by him. And His Excellency has given what is called a state proclamation, where this certificate will get you an upper hand into any government opportunity that comes up. Your motto says, "We are ready." And at President's Award Kenya, we want to make you world ready. So automatically, you can see why we're working towards the same goal. We value volunteerism. What we do is we pick, even students from international schools go through what is called a week-long volunteer program. I'm sure soon we'll be doing it in Kibera as well, for all of those that are here from Kibera, where we take people from privileged societies and shown into, underprivileged communities. They've developed classrooms, they've painted classrooms, and this shows everyone that this is the true Kenya. But anyway, to the CEO, SHOFCO, Bwana Ken, asante sana. Thank you for inviting us, and we look forward to this, upcoming project with them. And we visited your facilities in Kibera. I personally came to see one of the libraries, and I made a promise. I think Brenda was there. I made a promise, and my promise was that we will help these libraries grow. And I'm very happy to announce that we are already doing a big drive to collect books for your libraries and equip them. Because education is power. Education is power. And I want that one book to revolve around all your libraries throughout, all the communities that you will reach. And all I can say is, asanteni sana, Mungu wabariki wote.
Thank you so much. I also at this time want to recognize the presence of the Assistant Director for Nairobi County TVETs, Kefa Nyawea. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. And then just before we go to thank yous, one final speaker to invite. I think when she was introduced, I heard the cheers, so I think you all know who I'm going to invite. But I want to just say, in addition to being a brilliant political leader, she is a real friend of SHOFCO. Beyond our youth work, we are working together. Before she went to government, she has been a leader in addressing gender-based violence, in supporting rights of women, and has been such a collaborator with us to help make sure that people who break the law, commit violence, rape, other offences, go to jail, and these types of things. And she is an advocate for women, for Kenya globally, as many of us have seen. And so thank you so much for being with us, Honourable Millie Odhiambo. Please come and speak.
from 11 when you are starting. But as you know, we are holding the funeral service of our colleague, Honorable Joanna Ngeno, with 5 other young people who died that I would come. And so I had to come. We give God the glory. And I want to thank Kennedy and Shofko for the excellent and amazing work you're doing. We partner together, and my apologies when I talk to young people, I don't write a speech. If I've offended you for not having a written speech, utanisame. Is that okay? Or would you like that I come with a written speech? Yes. When I talk to young people, I like to speak from the heart because I'm young at heart. I may have grown older, but I'm young at heart. So I want to say just that one of the reasons that I think this is an extremely excellent project that is being done here. At the funeral, where we are at the funeral service, we've lost 6 people. One is a member of parliament who has left a young wife with very little kids, with kids who are slightly older. The other 4, I observed, range from the age of 23 to about, I think, 27 or there. I think the oldest could be 30. But the saddest part is that each of them, one of them had just got, the other one who is 23 had also just gotten a job. And the families are standing there. One was a cameraman. And the families are saying, this is the hope of the family. And at some point, I was almost crying, not because just they died, but because if one person makes it in Kenya, you have about 10 people behind you who are jobless. And I remember when I was growing up, we used to be told, work hard, go to university, and you'll get jobs. There was even a song that used to go, so many vijana, namfanya nini? Namfanya nini bipi abidi, mwisho wa kusoma, utapata kazi nzuri sana. But now, tunasoma na hakuna kazi. We were told that there is a youth bulge and that there is going to be an explosion. Unfortunately for us as leaders, we are still waiting for the explosion. The explosion is here. If we can't see that there are thousands, not thousands, millions of unemployed youth, I get shocked when I go to political rallies. And you will find, like I will not mention which one, and it should be concerning to us, that we went for a meeting where we've called delegates. And the delegates were the size of the people here. But the youth who had come, hoping to get handouts, were 4 times the list of delegates here, Wagoije, Wanangoja, that they hope to get something from politicians. And as a country, I think if there is one thing we need to do is to just stop and say we have a crisis of youth unemployment. Look at every time the president goes around, the motorbikes that are following him, after president has left, what do? They rob people. Anybody they find on the road, they grab a phone, they take everything. Honorable Mbadi was speaking about it. I don't want to go to the details of what he was saying. But the reality is, I don't want to condemn the youths who are stealing from people, because I don't know what his situation at home is. I don't know, maybe they have not eaten for 3 days. When you see people stealing from others, it's because of desperation. There are few who will be stealing because it's a hobby, and those ones are sick ones. But majority of the youth have no hope. And that is why, when you see Shofko doing an excellent job like this, let us give them a clap. to just correct my good friend that I am a supporter of women, for sure. But the organization I founded is the Cradle the Children Foundation. I work with young people. If there are people passionate in my heart, I'm very passionate about in my heart are young people and women. And part of the reason I'm very passionate about young people and women is because when I looked at the example that I was giving you of what I saw at the funeral service today, is where I came from. My mother was widowed when I think I was in class 1, and my mother had 8 children. And she raised 8 of us. And I know what it is to struggle. I tell people I didn't grow poor because I would be cheating you I grew up poor, but I did not grow up rich and I did not grow up dynasty. I grew up a struggling family. I normally tell my constituents that my mother would sit at a corner, she would stand at a corner, and then she had a corner in a bedroom. So when you see my mother doing this, we know sasa hiyo lunch shida, hakuna pesa ya lunch. Then when she does this, sasa sapa pia kuna, na kienda hivi, trouble the week. Kuna shida ya wiki. How many of us are struggling here like that? See, there are many of us who are struggling like that. Yeah, it's a reality. And I'm just praying that God may raise leaders who feel with their hearts, who know that we don't need to steal Kenyans' money, that we don't need to live in mansions in order to serve people, that the money that is there is enough for us to go around and share. Even if I have a 20-bedroom house, how many times will I sleep in one bedroom from 6 a.m. to 7, then I move to another one at 8 to 5? Utalala tu kwa bedroom ngapi? Why are you making big bedrooms, amassing too much wealth? People normally tell me I'm stupid. I'm happy to be stupid, so long as my stupidity can help another person. Yeah. So let us as leaders learn to be selfless. And I want to really thank Shofco. I don't think you understand the work you are doing. Touching lives, touching humanity. You don't know the person whose lives you changed here. You're giving me, I was just being told, the agencies you partnered with, opening doorways for people who then can get a job. I'm telling you from amongst this group, one day you'll find a member of parliament. From this group you are seeing here, kuna president of the Republic of Kenya. Just believe in yourself, and even when you are struggling, it doesn't matter. This one is blocked, look for another. If this one is blocked, shout. The girl, there's a lady who, I think some of you may have seen her story on social media, around early in the year, and she started a business, and her business collapsed. So akaenda kwa social media, akalia. And I wanted, personally, I think she was in Nakuru somewhere, so I wanted to drive, ingawa now I don't use that route a lot, I wanted to just drive and go there and eat, so that people can be pulled. But Kenyans beat me to it before, because I was hoping that they can see Milio Diamba ameenda huko pia sisi tuende. But before I could go there, the power of humanity of Kenyans. Kenyans went to a restaurant. Kenyans went to eat, and the restaurant has stood up again. So it doesn't matter how the situation is. I'm speaking to young people because I know there are so many who are desperate now. I said, something good and bad happened during the Gen Z revolution. I'm saying it's good and bad in this sense, that people shared my telephone number. And when my telephone number was shared, I had to change it because I couldn't deal. People were calling me, texting me from morning to evening. So I hired a young man, and I was paying him a salary to manage my phone and give me my salary. I mean, give me my messages. He said, Tafuta, because do you know what the majority of the messages were? Most of the messages are young people. and women. Nalala njaa na watoto. Mheshimiwa, I am sick, I have no money. Mheshimiwa, desperation. So the boy had uncle, me, I don't know how you handle such situations. Because there is too much. He said the desperation, the sad stories that I'm seeing all over Kenya, I can't deal with. So what I'm saying is, I know the government of Kenya is doing it, or people who are desperate and committing suicide and getting into crime because they have no options. So once again, Shofco. In Kenya, but even globally, for the work that you are doing. God bless you, and God bless Kenya, and God bless the young people. Thank you very much.
So that we make time for dancing, because our last thing to do is to thank everyone who has made today possible. First, I want to thank our partners, employers, foundations, others who have partnered with us. Thank you so much, because none of this works if it's just Shofco by ourselves. I want to thank our government partners who have been recognized, and we continue to work together. And I want to thank the Shofco team. So maybe, if I can ask, all of the Shofco team who have been a part of putting today together, our livelihoods colleagues, our colleagues in communications, in government relations, can you all just stand up and maybe come to the front? And can they come?
Sustainable livelihood departments.
Sylvia!
SL team kindly, sweep.
So as they come, so Shofco, last year we did skilling work with 90,000 young people across Kenya. 90,000. So think this room, we are 1 or 2,000. There are another 50 rooms, more than all of Kasarani Stadium. Right? Should we clap for this team who are leading this work? Just been working so hard on this. There are people here who've been working for more than 10 years. You know, for when Shofco was just a community initiative back in Kibera, and now are leading this work across Kenya. So please, clap for yourselves, but maybe a big round of applause. Thank you so much, Shofco team. And then finally, young people. So all the young people who have participated, stand up. Please stand up. So please, clap for yourselves. And everyone, celebrate this is So with that, we are before we do cake cutting, or cake cutting. Wonderful. Guests, please come to the cake cutting.
Thank you, massive done, and I can see my friends are already here. I want to call Gladys Mutisia from Chansons to come also and assist us in this. Mohanad Isa and Sharon Anyango to join me here. It's a great day for the young people, so we must involve them. And today we are cutting this to celebrate our new journey of collaboration in creating opportunities for the young people. So today